everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Breeze's 49ers going up against Palmer's Panthers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the home of the reigning NFC champs, there's a look at Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go play action here on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
Palmer will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. So after the INT, it's Breeze. The hookup good to Marquise Wilson. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Breeze. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Thomas. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They go play action here on 1st down. Throws right side, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
9 yards to go. It's third down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third down, Palmer. And that is incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And it's fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now Sproles. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Breeze to throw on second down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Here's Breeze to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, here's Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let this one. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Brandon Cooks His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Breeze going to throw. It's caught. Nelson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Palmer to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Palmer. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by Antoine Blake. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, They're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The play clock's running down. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 yards there for number 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up third and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Palmer. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant, but not in this game, because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
Palmer will throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here.
Single the slot. Let's go. 295.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And now they're in the hurry-up. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Charles Clay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Now it's Palmer, and no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On play action, it's Breeze. Able to shake him off. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Now Palmer. They set up the screen to Ajayi. good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Palmer. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Julius Peppers, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Second and 10 now. It's Palmer bringing it in. Jackson left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there at 22. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
throw complete right side to Cooks. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In the red zone this time. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again here, Palmer. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, oh, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jay Ajayi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Palmer looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. In his career, he has a spell of 10 straight seasons, 4,000 yards or more. Only quarterback to do that. We're seeing more of it here in this one.
We better not take it for granted, because what we're watching, it's vintage Drew Brees, but it still is excellent.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brees is looking to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now is Brees. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Brees is going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Watch the run, watch the run. Here we go.
Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Al Palmer. He gets it to Cooks. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer surveying the field. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're going to speed things up here.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified about what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust. Hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like, don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around, hey. What with me now, we running wild, hey. No. On the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Lose it. I'm Mike. Lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose Sit.